Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching LUBED for March the 27th, 2023, as the Hampton Oilers just defeated the Arizona Coyotes at the Mullet Arena by a count of 5-4. The Edmonton Oilers win this series 3-0. But didn't clearly outright win these series. There were some tough games, including this one where it was kind of a little bit of a back and forth type of game. So what are your thoughts about this this Mullet Arena? Some of the notes I took, like you could see the shadows of the players on the ice. That's because of the lighting being a lot lower than a normal arena. And I thought that was very interesting. Even the audience was, you could tell it wasn't a massive audience when you hear the O's. You could tell it was kind of a very intimate type of audience setting, which was kind of cool. And then there was like 60% Oiler fans, if not more. 60 to 70% were Oiler fans in this building, so it felt kind of like the Maple Leafs coming into Rogers Place a little bit, or the Canadians coming into Rogers Place a little bit. Usually, those respective teams bring about 60% fan base to the Rogers Place. So that was kind of my take on the Mullet Arena. It's kind of neat, different, definitely different. Don't know what to make out of it. One thing I also noticed late in that, or probably midway through the third period, I'm going to get into all the period-by-period breakdowns, but I noticed Yamamoto seemed to be favoring his neck a little bit, so I'm wondering if he's still dealing with some of the neck injuries that he was, neck or head injuries that he was dealing with a few weeks ago, because he could tell he was just trying to, they panned the camera over to the bench and you could see he was kind of just trying to work out some kinks or something. So I think he could be still favoring something there. Anyway, let's dive into this game as the Edmonton Oilers once again defeat the Arizona Coyotes in regulation by a count of 5-4. The first period started off with Arizona getting the lead twice in the first period. However, and these were goals by Macarelli and Hayden. However, the Oilers had very, very quick responses. So the first goal by Macarelli, 50 seconds later, it was a Bouchard, I believe it was Hyman, sorry. Hyman got it 50 seconds later, and then the second goal by Hayden, it was like 35 seconds after that goal, Bouchard was able to tie it up. So it kind of really condensed the momentum for Arizona. They weren't able to really feel that lead for very long. And then towards the end of it, Darnell Nurse gets a shorthanded goal. So in that period, they had a shorthanded, a power play, and a even strength goal. So they had kind of all three of those. We went to the second period, where it was actually a lot of pretty decent goaltending for both ends of the ice. Campbell was looking good. Vejmelka was looking really solid as well. However, Vejmelka would let in a late one, and this happened to be not just a late one, but one of historic proportions, as it was Leon Draisaitl's 300th career goal. So he is the first of the Rat Pack, and I'm talking McDavid, I'm talking Kane. He is the first to hit that 300 mark. It is still eluding McDavid, as he did not score tonight, and it's still eluding Evander Kane because he didn't score tonight. They had very close opportunities when the net was pulled, but nothing ever became of it. We now go to the third period, where two quick goals by Marcelli. Now, this would be his first multi-point game in his career, and Hayden. And the Coyotes forced Jay Woodcroft to take a timeout 5 minutes into the third period. I don't think he would have really preferred to do that. However, he did, and it kind of did settle the team down. And then RNH would retake the lead 5-4. And this would turn out to be the game-winning goal. Lots of chances for Evander Kane and McDavid to hit 300 tonight with the empty net. However, it did not happen. And the Edmonton Oilers move on, and they're done with Arizona for this year. They were done with Mullet Arena. It's an interesting arena, I gotta give you that. And yeah, that's about that. So what does that put the Edmonton Oilers as far as the standings go? They still hold on to that third place spot. By the way, Seattle actually got really spanked by Minnesota tonight by a count of, I think it was 6-1 or 5-1, something like that. So they don't move up, and we didn't make up enough points to catch LA. So we are still holding into that third place spot with a record of 42, 23, and 9 for 93 points. And I have 11 games remaining here. That is an incorrect thing. So it's not 11. I believe it's 7 games or 8 games. I'm not exactly sure. So ignore the 11 games on the ticker. What does that mean? Well, they play Vegas tomorrow night. This is a rematch from Saturday. You hope that they can win. However, I don't know if they're going to be able to catch Vegas for the Pacific Division title. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. Okay. Let's go into the X Factor for tonight.
The McGinnis scores! The Edmonton Oilers have tied the game!
Here are your Edmonton Oilers X Factors for tonight.
Okay, so the X Factor, it's actually identical points for both of these players, but there's one person I'm going to edge out, and that's because he hit a career milestone. So I think you've already pretty much figured out that I am going to go with Leon Draisaitl for the X Factor here. Let me just pop it up. Yeah, Leon Draisaitl, 300th career goal. He also had an assist. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins had the game-winning goal and an assist. So I was kind of like, what do I say? But you know what? I think getting 300 career goals trumps the game-winning goal for tonight. Even, well, actually, the game-winning goal is the actual more important thing, because individual statistics, none of these guys want to be part of. But I personally thought, you know what? I'll give that to Leo because he got 300, and I just happened to be at the game where he got his very first one against Carolina, so that's another reason. So I got a little bit of favorism for Leo. So yes, that would be that. Let's just check if there's any comments, any final thoughts. No comments, no final thoughts. I would have loved to hear your thoughts on Mullet Arena. Like I say, the shadows it was a little awkward watching those shadows. But it is what it is, and that is their home arena, and they're saying for probably 4 seasons it's going to be, so we got to get used to it. Anyway, guys, if you are new to the channel and this is the first time you are witnessing it and you like the content that I deliver, feel free to hit that like, share, subscribe button. Punch a like if you like it. As well, to those of you who have been with me through thick and thin, as I always say, stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated. I will talk to you tomorrow night after the Vegas Golden Knights game. Hopefully we see another win. Have a good night, guys.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget